Hi, Jonathan. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello. Hi.
Yeah. Thank you. Also, I think you need to change the position of the camera because it looks horizontal in our end.
What did you say?
The position of the camera because it's horizontal, it should be vertical.
Oh, you think it's better vertical?
Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah, I thought usually it was better vertical or horizontal, but if you can see better vertical.
Yeah. And also just let me know if you guys are ready because there are two on the list, waiting list.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah, we'll wait a little bit longer until 10.
Okay.
And then, did you already make me and Ryan a co-host? Or,
Will do.
yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. Where are you coming from?
Schaumburg.
Oh, okay.
But I'm in Elgin every day.
Oh, so yeah, you're close by. Yeah, I wonder what, what's going on down here now?
Eyes aren't that good. I can't see the sign.
How'd you hear about the walkthrough?
Bigger pockets.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Mark's
This is an
big.
interesting property, though.
Ah, this is probably, yeah, extremely.
These apartments right here.
No, it's actually that building in the back. Yeah, so our client owns this building and they actually own that building too that we'll walk around and I'll show you. But yeah. We're just gonna wait a little bit longer. There's like several people online too, so that way we kind of all can go in at once. So you have some properties already? You looking to
Yeah,
get
on the
them more?
northwest side.
Okay.
By the metro station, 15 unit.
Oh, by the off of
Mark Avenue.
oh, Mark Avenue? Oh, okay. And Eagle Heights, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he lives in Valley Creek. So how long have you had that?
Since 2019.
Oh, okay. So
It's
decent
been,
amount of time.
hmm?
It's
Yeah,
pretty good. You
yeah,
manage it yourself?
yeah, I do. I bought it from the he owned it. He actually was a large investor in Elgin, and this was one of his last properties that he was selling off. And unfortunately, he passed away a year after selling it. The manager that he hired was the housing authority police officer,
Okay.
Chad.
Hello guys. Start. I'm gonna admit
Every
them all
apartment
now.
needs to be over.
Okay. Sounds good. Did you already put the live stream on too, Girly?
What's it again?
The live stream?
Yep.
Okay, great. We're live. All right. Good morning, everybody. We got a bunch of people online and we got a bunch of people here in person. So if you're joining us online, thank you. My name is Jonathan, Quality Builders. We're here at our project here in Elgin. We're going to start walking through. If you guys have any questions online, you can throw them into the chat. If you have questions here in person, obviously we can just ask as we go. We'll make our way in. You can see this front building is also owned by our clients. It's also actually managed by GC Realty. So if you know GC Realty and Mark Ainley, they're great property managers out of Roselle, but they also manage a ton of properties in Chicago. So yeah, shout out to Mark. And yeah, we'll make our way in. The project itself, we believe, was like an old vacant warehouse before we started. And our clients actually own this building as well, and this part of the building straight ahead. And so, yeah, they bought this with the plan of redoing the entire thing. It's been quite challenging, getting through all the permitting design process. And this is considered a mixed use adaptable reuse, I think is the correct term, where we're taking something that was old, making something new out of it. I think we believe it was like an old warehouse. I think we confirmed it was the first elevator ever in Elgin was in here. So they had like the old, like huge, like 3 or 4 foot wheels. We had to get like a crane in here to get all the pieces out. So, and we're currently finishing it up. We're at the finishing stages, and it's going to be 5 units. On the first floor, it's a 2-bed, 1 bath. On the second floor, there's 2 units. There's 1 2-bed, 1 bath, and then 1 bed, 1 bath, and then units 200, 300, and 400 are all the same. 1 bed, 1 bath, approximately 700 square feet. So we're at the definitely like the tail end of the project. So we put majority of the finishes in. So everyone, please watch your step. We'll go straight in here. Or maybe we should go to the top down. Might be the easiest way. Yeah, let's do that instead, Ryan. And then one thing. Yeah. Yeah, let's go upstairs first. Oh no, we don't want the line to go. Oh.
Exit now. Warning. Backup batteries not charging. Front door. Entry sensor open.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the top. So any specific questions right away? I think we can just stop here. 4th floor is the same. So so yeah, as you can see, this is one of the units. It is the same as the one above us and the one below us, unit 300. So I'd say it's like pretty standard rental grade finishes, white shaker cabinets, granite countertops, nice standing showers. We have mini splits for our heating, and utility room is over there. So yeah, biggest challenges so far, we had, as you guys saw when we came in, we had the water service. So we have a 4-inch water service line coming in, which is much larger than usual because we have a fire sprinkler system. You guys will see fire sprinkler systems coming down from up above. Remaining work is final painting, electrical fixtures, devices, and switches, and really just plumbing finishes for the most part. Yeah, obviously we have a cleanup to do, appliances. We still have to bring in the service to come in. Yeah. Questions? Thoughts? Any questions online, Girly? We've got a couple of questions. Good morning. Okay. So there's one other unit above us. So you can poke your head up there. It's the exact same as this one. So 1 bed, 1 bath. Yeah. Feel free to walk around, check it out. We have backup heat is radiator electric baseboard. And because when it gets too cold, the mini splits won't run. It's all electric building. So electric hot water heater, oven, washer dryer. So we have a big 600 amp service coming in that we're getting ready to install.
how do you feel being all electric will affect your tenant base? It's okay to rent and then realize that the electric bill for everything is a lot.
Yeah. Well, I'm not the owner, so I'm not going to have that burden personally. But I mean, I think on a nice high-end renovation, like I don't think anyone's going to blink an eye on it personally right away. I mean, I think everything's moving to all electric, anyways. And if anything, hopefully they see it as a nice add-on. One of the details that I haven't seen yet that we just put in is we put in this. I don't even know what we'd call it, but this trim piece around the edge because we had to do fire stopping all along it and for a very like jagged edge. So we came and put that in. Another thing we still need to figure out is you'll see all this material here. It's called effervescence, I believe is the correct name. And it's when moisture's getting in through the outside. And then over time, it freezes and thaws and heats up and freezes and thaws and heats up and it expands and then creates a chemical reaction with the brick to let moisture through. So we're gonna have to come through, clean this, seal it in some type of way. It's still one of the big things on our plate.
So what will you use to like seal it?
They make some specific masonry sealers. It's like a clear coat, more than likely. There's also another way. That someone told me recently that was new to me. You know of anything that they do specific for brick?
No, actually, we've never worked with brick where it goes interior surface.
Yeah.
Terms of still required to have a little more insulation value there. So ask about these windows.
Oh yeah, those are single pane original windows. Yeah, I mean,
Nothing right here. So is that are they gonna address?
yeah, we're gonna probably have to come back and just at least get it a little more sealed on the edge, of course. But because one of the unique things about the project, it was a historical tax credit project, and so they actually wanted these windows to stay. So we didn't take any of these windows out. We cleaned them, retrofitted them, got them like operating again. Where I think 90% of them actually open and close. Not very well, I would say, but they function enough. I don't. The main ones over here you'll see on each of the bedrooms.
Yeah,
Those are new Anderson windows. So super nice, high end. Anything else to add?
Hello, Jonathan. We have one questions on chat.
I did a coating on a brick once. I had a fireplace that went through my kitchen. It was like store house in the green area, gym basin. And it makes something. Yeah, we go to a bar and it's all smooth.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do something like that. Yeah, before you can falling off.
Okay. Yeah, we'll make our way down so we can look at the other units if you guys don't have any other questions. But yeah, feel free to take a peek and
Is
look.
it gonna be the original or?
Yeah, so this is all the original flooring. So that was another thing from the historic tax credit is we had to keep all this original flooring. And so you'll see on each different level, if you actually even go up to the fourth floor, feel free to poke that up there. It's a thicker, like 3.5-inch flooring that we had to refinish. So this has been already sanded, stained, polyed, and then once we clean it up one more time, we'll do one more coat of poly on it to give it a final. We have going in steel commercial doors. So you can see a knockdown frame here, which basically just means you'll stand one side up here, and then put the top in. So that's been a big challenge, big long lead time item. And then, yeah, I mean, this building itself has been easily by far our most unique and challenging project. The bricks and walls are not lined up right, and each of these walls are 18 inches thick. I mean, it's just been a treacherous road to the finish line here. But it's going to end up being a beautiful project and a huge asset long term for our clients. I still certainly believe so. Yeah, we'll go downstairs. So yeah. Yeah, so now we're on the second level. This is unit 200 or 201, excuse me. This one is probably my favorite unit just because it has the 2 bedrooms. It's got the high, like, I don't know, 14, 15-foot ceilings in here. It's got easily the biggest kitchen. We have the on-demand hot water heater up there that fit with about a half an inch to spare. Inside here will be a stackable washer dryer. Again, like the same things, the old windows. I mean, these are very delicate to even open now. I mean, they look cool, but yeah, like you said, like the heat loss is gonna be extreme, you know. So
I guess you just get big heavy curtains, right?
yeah, we'll see. I'm sure they'll come up with something creative, but and definitely could be worth that thick plastic putting them over in the winter. You know, I mean, crazy as that sounds in this building, but yeah, all this brick that you see that's black will get painted and it'll be white. Any of the other brick that wasn't painted, we have to leave the original exposed brick the same natural color. But anything that was already painted, we can paint. So I actually, like, if you look up at the top, like, I don't even know if we'll be able to paint that area up there because it wasn't painted already. So so yeah, this one's 2 bed, 1 bath. So let's see over here where Ryan's at. Here's just in the bathroom, bedroom here, bedroom here. This one here has a nice walk-in closet over here. So we had a little bit of a unique challenge here because there was an existing drain line coming in that went through the floor. And so once we patched that, all of a sudden the water was sitting on the roof forever and then eventually made its way down again. And so then we had to actually rebuild part of that roof and lower the scupper to get the water out of this area. So also one of the unique challenges. Yeah, all these windows were fit into existing window areas. So same with that one, same with that one. Yeah. Oh, okay. One question online. How is energy efficiency achieved? Yeah, so Renita, yeah, so I mean, to be honest, energy efficiency isn't going to be great in some of these units with the old existing windows. I think that's just a fact of the property itself. There's not anything we're going to necessarily change. Like I mentioned, there's things that the tenant base can do, you know, put up some plastic, put up thicker curtains, do, you know, whatever they can to keep as much heat in as possible. So we're very much hoping we'll finish in the next 2 months or less. Would be amazing. It's been, yeah, well over a year at this point. So
A lot of challenges. And stuff.
yeah, I mean, yeah, 2-unit full gut renovation versus something like this is just, yeah, the amount of issues that come up every time our project manager Matt comes on the site is this. He stays here all day long, just troubleshooting, as Mark knows too. So yeah, I mean, the plumbing has been like extremely challenging with the water service and the fire sprinkler, and then the Florence comes in and tees off, and we'll walk down there so you can see what's going to happen in that area because it's also pretty unique and cool. So
It sounds like we had to 100% redo all the water and all the like.
oh yeah, everything was new. So when you came in here, when we came in here originally, let me try and remember. So yeah, so this opening, yeah, so everyone knows this opening wasn't here. So we cut this open to get access to the room. There was a opening at the far end that you could get through, and then there was actually stairs coming up from the first floor on this side of the room in here. So you walked up the stairs from that entrance into here. This was, it's, you know, there was no stairwell here. The old elevator is where the stairwell was. And then you actually came up into this area, and there was another set of stairs right behind where Ryan's at, going up to the third floor. And then once you got into the third floor and you were in the northeast corner, then there was another stairs going from that corner up to there to the fourth floor. So it was like a really interesting, you know, the stairs were definitely not safe by any means. And yeah, the elevator was, you know, probably built in the early 1900s, or I don't know when they invented elevators, but another question online. Floor plans 2026 and 27. Okay, yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to answer all those questions right away, Mira, but if you have any specific questions about the property, we're happy to go through them and answer them. Yeah, so all the mini split systems are on this, 3 of them are on this roof out here for unit 100, 200. And then there's 2 on the roof of 400, and then 1 on the roof of 201. Pretty kind of like sleek, standard designs, black fixtures, gold trim, black hardware for the doors. So, question, good? Okay. Wow. No, that's that. Just need someone to walk through and have that land on their head to everyone sign their forms of slip, trips, and falls when they signed up for the form.
Project.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I mean that's the number one complexity of it. Because you think, you know, things are going to go up straight and down. Like even when we built the stairs, you'll see like the stairs are longer as you go up too, because the whole building's like shifting over by several inches. So you'll see like here that the standpipe is, you know, 8 inches or what. You go to the top floor, it's like right next to the brick. Yeah, yeah, you can see it's starting to zigzag. It's a wild, like yeah. If you look at these runs that are coming from for the electrical, like those things are zigzagging, get up to the stairwell. So
Been to work with.
they've been fair but challenging at the same time. You know, there's a lot of things, you know, yeah, you just don't know what you don't know on a project like this, and there's just not that many of them happening. So there's a lot of things they didn't also know or know how to handle either. You know, the same thing like with the water service. There was already 2 lines out there, so instead of tapping onto a new line, there was already a valve out there, an existing valve. Well, then when we tied onto that valve didn't hold pressure. So it's just, you know, it's like thing after thing that we're trying to sort through. So we'll go down to the first floor, and then we can poke our head in the basement and see if we get service down there for everyone else. So so we still have handrails that need to go in as well. Yeah, you can see this is unit 100. This is also a pretty cool unit because it does tie in to this and has its own garage, single car garage, which is going to be nice. So So one of the interesting parts where Ryan's at in here is all this floor still needs to be fixed. So you can see here, we end up having to grind some of this down. We need to level it all in here. And then we're going to be doing carpet in this area. And then back over here, we're going to end up doing an epoxy. So the carpet will come here. And then from this point this way, which is utility room and the single car garage, will be an epoxy floor after we level everything in there.
I wonder what 44 ground, right?
Yeah.
Or an egress route, right, but they.
So yeah, that's why we have this cool platform. So, which it's, I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, even this is the first time I've saw it because they just worked on this recently, and I'm like, there's got to be a better option here, right? And we tried to suggest some type of like ladder, and the city pushed back on that. And so, yeah, but this is a monstrosity. I mean, yeah, it literally ruined the entire bedroom here. So yeah, I think we should still consider something else, but this is, and you can't even fit a bed in here now, right? I mean, I guess you can fit one. Yeah, maybe you can fit a full here and then that's your nightstand or something, but oh yeah. Well, even still, that won't work, you know?
You can't lower the window.
No, yeah, we're at the line. Another issue we have is you can see over here, we have moisture. So coming in, so if you look at the other side of the wall, we've been doing waterproofing and injecting that side, and water just keeps coming and keeps coming. So we're trying to solve that issue at the same time, and that water doesn't want to stop. So this is probably one of my favorite bathrooms, just because the ceiling's so high. In here, we have these kind of interesting soffits and double can light. We should go all the way to the top with the tile, but I don't know if that's the game plan. So yeah, this door was originally not here. So we cut this opening out, put it in a steel lintel. And then this is also a bedroom in here. So that's big, nice front windows. Watch your step. That's a single car garage. So this unit has its own garage, which is beautiful as well. So yeah, and this will be a utility room. So you'll see here we have washer dryer and hot water heater.
Are they gonna put like solar panels on the building?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that yet, but it could be something we look into in the future. So yeah. This one's nice, right? Compared to the other one. It's like we just need a little of this space over there. Yeah. Man. And then, yeah, lastly, we can make our way downstairs so we can see how complex the building is. This is probably, just watch your step, please, while we're down here. So we can poke our head in here real quick, Ryan, since you and I can come in here. So right here, so where everyone is online, so you'll see our water service, our 4-inch water service is actually coming in on the other side. There's another basement utility room on the other side of this CMU wall here. The 4-inch pipe will come through this area, and then we'll have our backflow preventer and all of our valves here for the fire sprinkler. Then what's going to happen is the 4-inch is going to tee off into an 1.5-inch domestic. The domestic water is required to have a curb stop, which basically allows the city to shut off the water to the entire building. Because we tapped onto an existing valve, we actually need to have the curb stop here. So, and you can't have it before you tee off the 4-inch line. So the challenge is we'll come in here with the 4-inch, then go back through this wall with the 1.5 inch, then go up into the floor of unit 100 bedroom, and then out to the curb so that we can put in a shutoff. Then come back in through the floor and come back into this room, and then the water will actually go through here, and then we'll show you where everything's going to tie in on the other side of this room. Yeah, Brad's just tall enough to get through here. So yeah, so here's where all the water will tie into, Ryan. So you can see our main water line comes in here. We have our floor drain right here. So we'll pop a hole through this wall and then tie in to our 1.5 inch water here. We have a sump pump down here, and then we have some utilities coming from this basement as well, because that's where our laundry and hot water heater are for unit 100. So that stuff is draining into here, coming into here. Yeah, so all this drywall is new, so we had to add all this, make sure it's fireproofed.
All the units, their plumbing, sewage, does it come through, flow through here?
Yeah, well, that's primarily unit 100. The main stack itself is all coming right here above my head. And then you can see here, so here is right above here, we have the 2-inch line going up for the shower for unit 100. This 2-inch line here is going to be the kitchen sink. And then both of those all drain from where they're at through here. And then all the main drains come through this way. And slope all the way over here, all the way over there, all the way over into this corner, and then tie into an existing line over there. And then our actual electrical service will come in on this back side of the wall, which we can go look at when we walk outside. But so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of our lines coming in for our power. And so our new power will come into the garage up here, then come down and then tie into
Hello,
these
Jonathan.
pipes.
Um,
Yes.
Okay.
the video was lost.
Oh, the video is lost. Okay. Okay. It's just because of the,
It's so far down.
yeah, we're downstairs. So,
Wow.
yeah,
The plumbing.
Fox Valley Plumbing. Yeah. So they're local to Elgin. So, expensive, but great to work with. So, yeah. Okay. You think you'll be able to rejoin, Ryan? Oh yeah. All right, we're back, everybody. Sorry about that. Any other questions inside or anything else you guys want to look at? No? Good.
Main access, what would that be for the tenant?
The panel, or
Like to access their unit, like, would it be this door or?
so this is the main entrance door, and then you're in the unit door for unit 100 right there.
Okay.
So you'll see a door that comes in there. Yeah.
Are they gonna keep the same door or?
I mean, they want to do something. At this point, we're trying to figure out any cost-effective ways to finish the job, you know, because we've had so many things come up that were unexpected. So, I mean, if anything, we'll at least retrofit the door in some way, shape, or form, you know, put new locks, hardware on it, and potentially paint it. You know, the plans called for something, you know, brighter with a transom window over the top and kind of fancy, but, you know, I think we're getting close enough to the finish line where we're going to do whatever we need to cross it and then address some of the later items down the road. So cool. Yeah, we can walk outside. We can look at where the power is going to come in. And then, yeah. I think that's all I have. Yeah, so you can see that's unit 100 windows, and then yeah, all the other units are upstairs. So anything else?
Are you doing this cost plus, or are you trying to angle it?
Yeah, no. So this is a fixed fee cost plus for us. So yeah, so after another project we had that wasn't a fixed fee, and it was kind of equally complicated. It was just like too much risk to try and you know, try and identify all the costs, right? Like, even it doesn't matter how much time you have or how many people you will have come look at the property. There's just so many things in that type of property. Now, if we're doing a 3-unit Greystone in Chicago, totally different ball game. But something as unique and complex as this one, there was just no way we would have. And even at the fixed fee, like, it's been brutal for us, like the amount of time. Yeah, I mean, it's been rough. So the power's gonna come in over here, so we can just take a peek at that real quick. At least who's left. So you can see here too, those are the unit 100 windows. So this is where all the water is coming and just pouring in. So, and it doesn't make that much sense. It doesn't seem like it's all sloped properly, but it's going to that point, but somehow it's getting through this, which obviously this is old R and whatnot, but still kind of like mystifying me. It doesn't seem like it's like horribly cracked. I mean, it's old, but I don't know. So we're going to take all this off and then attempt to redo it, or the other option is dig it out and put in, some type of French drain. So, but the property line ends like right here. So, and then somewhere where I'm at, actually, it actually jets out here, and that's why we're going to be able to put our meters right here. So the meters are going to come in right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them for each unit. They're going to go through the wall into this big garage that we didn't get to look at, and then go down into the basement where we were just at. ComEd just installed this pole for us with the new transformer. So, and then, yeah, you can see all the newer windows over here too for unit 201. That's second floor, unit 201. So 5 units. So 201, 100, 200, 300, 400.
They're,
No, this is their parking.
so where do they park on the street?
So they will park on the street. Our clients had planned on providing parking where we walked out of. There's a parking garage in there. But after all of like the requirements for parking and structural stability, they were only going to be able to get 3 spots. Right now there's 7 or 8 cars that park in there. But to legalize it, that amount of parking is significantly reduced. So they're actually completely pulling that from the scope, which is sad. And then going to try and potentially just make it into a residential space, because they have plans to redo the top part of it as well. So, all right. Any other questions online by chance? Okay. Well, I think that's all we got. So appreciate everyone for tuning in online, and we'll see you at the next virtual walkthrough. If you need any help, you can find us at qualitybarrels.com. Thanks, Gurley. Have a good Saturday. Magandang umaga.